Yo, what's up everybody? RobotVice here bringing you another video. Today, earlier, in Midas mode on brought to you by Moonduck TV. EG Fear played Techies in Game 1, and we're going to be reviewing his gameplay. So, the idea I think they had here is they had the Shadow Demon and the Pudge, which I think are both great with Techies, because I think the Shadow Demon with the Techies, the disruption into blast off, is really, really good, just because initiating with a blast off alone is tough. But obviously this game's a little clowny, and you know, this isn't like the obvious competitive setting for a Techies, but it's just cool to see him in competitive mode, and I thought I'd get this video out to you guys right away. So we're gonna watch his perspective. He did buy all, he bought the courier, he bought everything, so he's just sitting with a set of tangos right now, which I think this is fine. So they did this level 1 smoke. I was watching the game. They did this level 1 smoke behind them, and they were already sitting in the pit here because I guess there's some kind of challenge for leaving the courier in the pit, and the courier ends up dying. And I'm not sure why right here. I think right here when they saw the Enchantress, like, let's back it up a little bit. I think this is where they made their mistake right here. So I think right when Pudge starts running away, I think Shadow Demon comes out with a disruption right here. And Enchantress has very low HP because she's got 520 HP. You just disrupt the Enchantress right here, and you blast off into her. You secure the first blood for your team, so you automatically get it. Instead, he kind of just held it here. I'm not sure if there was just some miscommunication. You know, they're probably not used to having an ability like blast off, but should have been a. They did get the first blood onto Pycat anyway, but I think it could have been much smoother. And Crit gets a really nice hook here onto Peter, down to the low ground of the tower, and Fear and Doom get in on that experience, so that's nice. So he's got wards now, and this was just fun to watch. They didn't think Midas mode did a really great job with this.
A prize.
And once again, to clarify with you guys, I understand that this mode is not the ideal competitive setting for Techies, and I'm just making this video for entertainment purposes, and I'm not necessarily bashing Fear on his Techies at all, because I know this isn't exactly how the ideal, this isn't the ideal scenario for a Techies, because he's against 5 range heroes, you know. Even though Techies, I will say, is very good versus 4 of these 5 range heroes. I think Pycat could have been abused up top more right here. I know they set up with this, just where they're waiting for Arteezy to get level 2 here so he can disrupt, but he might just blast off in actually from the fog. So he's in the fog here. And let's see. Goes ahead and goes in for the blast off. So blast off is great against Morphling. The silence is just, oh, and they end up not even killing him. So maybe should have waited right here, been a little bit more patient. Arteezy was almost level 2. Has a mango, could have maybe built up a few more shadow poison stacks. Probably killed Pycat there. But yeah, so he gets level 2 now. And one thing I want to say, I didn't see him laying too many proxy mines, to be honest. He was focusing on, like, mining up the tower. It looked like, I mean, if he could have taken over parts of the map and laid just, like, you know, 8 or 9 proxy mines, you know, right, like, along this path here, or dewarded this and then mined up these ramps.
Chopping up double damage.
Not a level 2, obviously, but I'm talking later in the game. We'll see what he ends up doing. I didn't actually watch his player perspective yet until now, so we'll all be able to watch. Hey, gets a good blast off in here onto 2 from the fog. That's what you got to do. This is how this hero, he's playing the early game, like how you're supposed to do it, okay? This is the way that Techies is supposed to do it. He lays this proxy mine here. Pycat may not understand Techies. He could probably just attack the mine. That's what I was kind of worried about, but it turns out seeing it in this, the pros really don't have as
Dire's
much
top
of a clue.
tower
So
is under
he's
attack.
got no way of getting out here, so he's just probably, he ends up dying here. Does a nice little taunt. Easy kill. You'll see Medusa is really good against Techies just because it's so hard to actually bring her down. Crit played really well on this Pudge this game. I was concerned. So here blasts off, TP's mid, blasts off in. This is how this hero, like I said, in the competitive scene, this hero is in position 4. He's playing it as a 5, which, you know, he's got a Pudge as the other hero too. So it's, you know, it's kind of just like a multi-4 role. And whoever has the money at the time, you know, buys the wards, whatever. I think that's how they do it. So, great play. This is how, like I said, this is the way it's done. And Fear's doing it right now. He's made there's a few like team mistakes, I want to say, and it looks like Kitrak's, he probably has played against Techies before. I saw him attack a couple mines.
Mine.
Some people just run away, you know. And then it takes them a moment. They're like, wait, I can attack him now. And then they just start attacking. It takes a moment to click.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So he's pulling up for a Soul Ring here. It is core. He's got boots. Those assists with blast off and the kills he's gotten. He's 2-1-1 right now, so he's actually got some net worth at the moment. Yeah, 1291. It's pretty good for position 5. Keep that in mind. You know, he bought everything at the start, so he's held on to this Observer Ward and Sentry Ward the entire time, which I'm not sure what that is. Okay, so he definitely just wants to blast off here. He came up here with low HP because he didn't want to waste his time going back to base. So they actually grab him right here, and before he gets the blast off, the waveform does the final damage to him and finishes him off. So the blast off actually still goes through once it's mid-cast, but you can still die mid-cast blast off, which I think needs to be fixed if they want this hero. Yeah, it needs to be fixed. The spell itself is incredibly wonky. You know, if you blast off while you're Slark leashed, while you're pounced by Slark, and you actually leave the pounce range.
Healing power.
A nice finish there by Fear. Nice blast off up to the high ground. I think it does go down here, but well worth in the eyes of a Techies. But if you blast off outside of
So much for progress.
a Slark, what is it called? A pounce? Whatever. So if you're connected and then you disconnect with blast off, it actually cancels like you got hit by a puck dream coil. It cancels your blast off, which is just the strangest thing. So I think Crit is like, all right, or Fear's I think he's kind of stuck right now on what to do. I think what I would have liked to done here. All right, so we'll talk about what I would have done. I think I would have skilled up this level 2. He probably wouldn't have got that kill top though without level 2 blast off. So maybe I'd try to go sap level 4 somewhere. Go sap level 4 somewhere, and I'd probably head down here and start mining up this area, all of this. Just getting this lane just soaked with mines. Getting some clarities. I got my Soul Ring. Grab 3 or 4 clarities. Get a set of raindrops if you can. And just go down there and just proximity it the fuck up as a position 5. You know what I mean? That's what you got to do. So he's just sitting there. I think that's what he's doing. I think he wants level 4 right now. He's got it now. It looks like I saw this in the game too. It was a poor timing on this like rotation, I think. I think if they waited or a little bit sooner, or a little bit later. Maybe initiate it with a cold snap blast off there, and then Doom comes in. But that'd be a lot of time to react. But this Medusa's not that tanky right now. He'd probably be able to bring it down pretty quick. Who knows? It's easy to look at these games in like retrospect, but when you're actually playing in them, it's much harder.
Regeneration!
And I am just focused on Fear's movements itself, not the game. And yeah, so he played it really well. What I would have liked to have seen here is maybe see Pudge pick up the courier and wards at the start of the game, and they did this off lane SD with Arteezy, and if they had a Techies with an Orb of Venom, I think they just win this lane. Honestly, starting off a tech with an Oov up in the top lane and just harassing off the enemy off laner. This is an ideal Techies game. You got to take a look at this. For the first 6 levels of the game, they have 0 stuns. Okay, for the first 5 levels of the game, that's a guaranteed blast off every single time.
Let the world end.
Like, you're gonna be able to deny yourself no matter what. They can't. You know what I mean? There's no way they can bring you down. It's all slow. Except for the Morphling burst with waveform, but I mean, unless they bring in an Enchantress creep,
Radiant
which,
structures are fortified.
Unlikely, but it's unlikely that those creep stun durations are quite terrible. Nice stun by PPG there. Clap again. Nice work there. And Fear's starting to come in here. He would have really liked to have been part of that and got some experience. That really hurt him right there. Probably Pudge is going to take the... no. Who's going to take the tone? On, we'll see who takes
Dire's
the tone
middle
this game.
tower is under attack.
But yeah, he's been level 4 for a long time. So he gets in here, steals some bounty runes. Gotta respect that. Arteezy snags the second one. You know he's not happy about that. Fear is not happy. And this is a pretty standard spot. I like this spot a lot as Techies, especially when you're playing up in this top lane in the Radiant. These 2 mines here will secure that nobody can walk up here, okay? Unless they're amazing reflexes. By the time that this mine's radius and you make it uphill, you're probably not going to be able to turn this corner and hit this mine. So these are like guaranteed mines up the high ground, especially with these long staircases. And this is stuff you have to think about as Techies, you know what I mean? This is how you have to think. So we got a Veil up on SD at
Radiant's
11
bottom
minutes, which
tower
is pretty
is
good.
under attack.
And I think
Dire's
Tranks
top
this
tower
game is
is under
fine for
attack.
Fear. He's struggling.
Dire's structures
The additional
are
move
Radiant's
speed is
bottom
really
tower
nice,
has
and
fallen.
combined with your Soul Ring, you're gonna need. I mean, you're gonna need more mana no matter what. But here he ends up skilling Blast Off level 3. I definitely disagree with this. The level 3 proxy mines will actually one-shot the creep wave, and he could have put some more pressure onto this tower, and he kind of messed up here too. He should have just accepted his fate and just died. It's just inexperience. He hasn't played the hero very much, and I understand that. You know, he's a great player. I'm not bashing him as a player. We're just reviewing the Techies gameplay, okay? He really should have just accepted his fate right there. He probably should have skilled level 3 proxy mine, and this tower might have just fucking crumbled. They did fort it.
Dire's middle tower is under
But
attack.
that creep wave would have been dead, and that siege creep and those creeps would have been pushed onto the tower. And
Radiant's top tower
Yeah.
is under attack.
yada, yada, yada. So he comes over
A
here.
prize.
He's got level 3 blast off, level 2 mine. So instead of doing 600 damage a pop on these mines, they're doing 400 damage a pop. So, you know, you could one-shot an Enchantress with 2 mines with a level 3 mines. You can one-shot the Wyvern. You can not one-shot the Puck, but one-shot the Morphling. I mean, it's just like one like 1 second of them not paying attention to noise, and they're just dead. You'll see people get hit by mines in this game. You know, people get hit by proxy mines.
Radiant's middle
it
tower
happens,
is
you know?
under attack.
People aren't used to playing against the hero because it's not in captain's mode.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
So, Fear, he queues up a Blink Dagger, which I think is fine. He gets his level 6 here, and they're losing this. They're feeling pretty pressured right now, so. Yeah. So they're feeling pretty pressured. I think, where does he end up putting? He puts a ward here. Spots the Medusa
Radiant's
right away.
bottom tower is under attack.
And the creeps are pushing into their tier 2, so he's not able to get any mines down. I think this is either where you start setting up mines in the tier 2 mid like he's doing, or you go top and you start setting up mines up there.
Radiant's bottom
I think with the
tower
position
is
that
under
he's
attack.
in, maybe they should have just forced top when they saw 4 bottom right now. But he's getting remote mines down mid. He's not stacking them, which kind of triggers me a little bit, but you know, not everybody knows that the value of that, I guess.
Radiant's bottom tower
If you stack them on top of each other, I know you can't do it with proxy mines anymore, but with the remote mines, if you stack them on top of each other, it's really hard to tell like how many are actually there. Okay, so if he lays them like this, you can look at those and you see, oh, there's 4 mines right there. Uh-oh. And then we watch this happen here. That's 1,200 damage. He can't kill the puck necessarily. That's only 4 mines. But and PPD gets hooked into a Sunstrike. Nice play there. And I think Fear, so he's got 5 mines here now. But you know, if you stack them on top of each other, you just can't tell how many are actually there. You know, you can see and look at it, and you can be like, oh, that's a couple, or that's a lot, or that's a fuck ton. But I mean, this way you can just identify them right away. And some people will, like, when you're right-clicking the remote mines, like you might misclick one time, and you move forward a little bit too much. And you know, that's Techies players. That's stuff we need to take advantage of because the hero is so challenging to be successful with. So you need to, yeah. So stacking remote mines, I think, is key. I don't know how he played without. I don't understand how he doesn't understand that. He uses level 4 Blast Off, farm the creep wave here. That's one nice thing with Tranquil Boots and Blast Off, is you can just do that. So he's seen something. He definitely has seen some kind of guides, but I don't think he's seen our Techies gameplay just yet or something. That's our new Techies gameplay, you know. So you'd really, I disagree with this. I think a lot was the skill choice here.
Such a pleasure to come home.
I'm not sure. Crit did play really well this game, though. I was watching it. I thought Crit played amazing on the Pudge this game. To show.
Tower is under attack.
Nice little proxy tick on the tower. Well done there.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Nature attend us. Wait up.
Sumail's trying to finish his Ags. They're struggling. I think picking a hero like Invoker with a Techies might not be the best thing in the world, just because I think when you have a Techies on your team, you need to have 4 heroes that can team fight. And I think Invoker kind of puts you at this disadvantage early where you don't really want to fight. But yeah, so he picks up 2 casual Sage's masks, so you get 0.5 regeneration. And the raindrops give you 0.5 regeneration. So I think maybe just picking up one infused raindrops here instead of a second Sage's Mask. One Sage's Mask is fine because he is struggling and he needs that mana regen because he's about to get level 9 and he'll have level 4 proxy mines. So I think that the one Sage's Mask is fine, but I really would have liked to have seen an infused raindrops purchase here. See that? 0.5 mana regen, 0.5 mana regen.
A prize.
100 gold,
Dire's structures
100 gold
are
cheaper.
fortified. Dire's top tower is under
Seems like a
attack.
no-brainer, doesn't it?
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Well-timed blast off by Fear here. Alright, this is triggering me. How long has he had it? Oh, he laid that ward. Okay, I'm lost. Okay. So, Fear takes the XP gain at level 10. I like to see that.
Dire's top
But
tower
unfortunately,
is
he's not
under
playing an
attack.
offlaner or a position 4, so I almost think the -4 proxy mine cooldowns in this scenario may have been correct. But just to start spamming the shit out of him. But it looks like he's just rushing Blink Dagger.
Roshan has
And he's probably
fallen.
rushing that level 15. Probably that level 15 300 blast off damage. Nice CSing though by him. He misses that catapult, but he gets that range creep. It's not easy.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So Fear's got his blink now, which is a reasonably good timing.
Radiant's top
He's
tower
actually
has
higher
fallen.
net worth than PPD and Kid Wreck,
Invisibility.
which he's had a pretty rough game.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So kudos to him. So
Dire's
he lays
courier
these remote
has been
mines
killed.
here, just so
Radiant's
that
top
Pudge
tower
has somewhere
is
to
under
hook
attack.
that isn't just in the lane.
Dire's bottom tower
Because they
is
have a
under
puck.
attack.
They have a puck on the enemy team, on Zai playing the puck, and a lot of pro teams,
Radiant's top tower
when they have a
has
puck
fallen.
on their team, they will usually give a gem pretty early on to the puck.
Dire's bottom tower is
Just
under
something I've
attack.
noticed. They feel more comfortable with the hero. It's like having a Night Stalker with an axe. That's kind of the same principle behind it. Principle. Crits griefing. So he's got his blink. Let's see if he knows about this blast off blink combo. Looks like Optic versus Immortals is starting up here as I'm making this video. But don't worry, guys. Committed to my craft. I'm here for you. So, yeah, they ended up just getting slaughtered down here. Maybe we'll just skip through some of this. For this guy.
Don't mind if I do. My waters rise.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
That'll happen. He just goes down. That'll happen. Little E-Blade combo. So that's why I kind of like the Yules as well. I'm not saying that you could dodge like an uphill E-Blade like that and have like godlike
Dire's
reactions.
top
That's not what I'm
tower is under
saying.
attack.
I think you die there even with the Yules, but something like a Yules, so when they pull out this
Radiant's
like,
middle tower
great
is
versus
under
Enchantress
attack.
versus blocking a few. I like, yeah, blocking a few of these. Impetus. And you can block the E-Blade combo. It's a long projectile. You can dodge Splinter
Radiant's
Blast,
middle tower is
catch
under
people
attack.
for Blast off a little bit easier. Maybe he felt that with the Shadow Demon, maybe the Yules wasn't necessary, but the mana regen, he's definitely hurting for it. You can tell by his items.
Radiant's
So
middle
maybe
tower
if he's
has
getting
fallen.
Tranks, I think Yules is definitely even more core. If he had a Yule Scepter right now, he could just be laying shit everywhere. He wouldn't even have to care. I don't know. He should just be putting proxies out. Maybe he's trying to save the farm for his cores on the lanes, but he can at least put proxies out like in the middle behind these racks and stuff in case somebody gets a little deep.
Gotcha.
And they do a smoke here, see if they can make something happen. Oh, you see that double stacked safe lane camp right there? I would have laid a proxy there probably. So I'm not sure what exactly they're doing here. Obviously, they're realizing that their jungle is taken over, so they're pushing over to the enemy jungle. But he kind of just lays like one casual remote here. Proxy mines are so good at this stage in the game, and you just hate to see him not used very often. It seems like he's just using these remotes for evasion. He's saving his mana, and that's because he has no mana regen.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So he does understand the blast off blink. I'm glad he does. Maybe he did watch a video or something. Who knows? So like I said, I think there was just a few small mistakes made by Fierce Techies here. Like I said, it was a really tough game for him. But you can see that he understands some of the like fundamental like mechanics of the hero, which is great to see. Optic actually has a ward right where he's walking right now. So now he's starting to get some mines down here in the base, which
Killing spree.
Heroes, wait up.
Dominating. Double kill.
and yeah, it's just definitely not looking good here for EG at all. And it sucks, like I said. I think the drafting was a huge problem here. I think with playing with the Techies, even as a position 5, you need to have 4 great team fighting heroes for the early game, and they really don't. They have a lot of single target besides Invoker, but he's not really going to be fighting early. So they kind of require Techies to be there. Therefore, Techies could not get very much farm, therefore could not get mana regen, therefore could not lay enough mines to stall out the game. Like I see what he's doing here with the
Dire's courier
with the
has
blast
been
off
killed.
of the Tranks, but he could easily just lay a proxy mine on top of that, just like this. Like he doesn't need to lay a remote mine too. At all. The proxy mine one shots the creep wave. Why did he just lay 2 mines?
Killing spree.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Whoever's guide he's using looks pretty good though. He did go the 300 blast off damage. just trying here. There's not much you can do, though. Like I said, it's 5 range heroes with the
Radiant
Medusa
structures are
just leading the
fortified.
charge. It's a really tough game for Techies. The early game, I think if they stomp the early game against the Morphling safe lane, which Techies is an amazing counter
Radiant's
against
bottom
Morphling,
tower is under
could have
attack.
probably blown up Puck right there with those 4. At least done some good damage.
Radiant's
He had a
middle
second
tower
blow
has
up
fallen.
there. The stasis, he was rooted, but it's only a level 1 stasis, I think, or level. Okay, so I don't know what Fear's doing. How does it work?
Radiant's bottom
prize.
shrine is under attack.
How does it work with guides? Is this because I have this guide attached to Techies?
Radiant's bottom shrine has fallen.
My waters rise.
Or does he actually use it? I don't know. Who knows? So, you gotta love seeing the blast off Blink used, though. I like how he's displaying it. I love to see it. I made it. If you guys go back in history a little bit, back when the new Techies kind of just came out, I made a Techies guide, and then I also made a Techies tips, tricks, and talents video. And there you can see me displaying the Blink blast off.
Yummy.
Radiant are scanning.
Gather round. Healing power.
And he starts to cast blast off here. Ends up getting it off. Does silence the Morphling. He hits the Morphling, but it's just too much right now for EG. Great play by Sumail there. They do have the gem. Invoker goes down. We're getting funky right now. What is this music? So yeah, there's not a whole lot Techies can actually do in this situation against the gem
Radiant's
without an
middle
Aghanim
barracks are under
Scepter
attack.
being overrun by 5 melee heroes or 5 ranged heroes.
Come get healed.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
Silence.
Radiant's top shrine is under attack. Dire's
As I
bottom
go.
tower
Why does
is
he have
under
this Vit
attack.
booster right now? Maybe just a casual Vit booster?
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower has
There's a little
fallen.
hope to grab a tower.
Gather round.
So, yeah, I didn't see a whole lot of procs or mines. I don't think, okay. So, I guess he just missed the blast up there entirely, too. Wait a second. Holy shit.
Not
Maybe if you hit that blast up there, they killed the Medusa earlier, and they killed the Morphling on that 2-man blast off right there. Maybe that's a pretty big turning point. I think that would have finished the Medusa there. The gem's in the Roche pair right now. I think Kitrak's going to get it right now.
middle barracks are under attack.
This was a little try-hard lineup by Optic, though. Let's be honest.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's middle barracks has fallen. Roshan has fallen to the dark.
PPD with the Saw would be a shame for you not to get
Radiant's
top
middle
16
tower
again
is
at
under
TI.
attack.
Jesus.
Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen. Radiant's bottom barracks are
So
under
last
attack.
ditch smoke effort here.
Silence.
Let's see what Fear ends up deciding to do.
Radiant's bottom
He ends up
barracks
missing the
are under
blast off again. Oh god. I kind of tuned out when I was watching this live at this point. I couldn't really see the technical effect. Nice stasis there out of the
Radiant's bottom
Aegis.
barracks are under
Does
attack.
eat cheese though on Morph.
May you ride on nether zephyrs. Silence.
And I think Invoker just drops off the
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Take it for my own.
And I think that's just where
Radiant's
the game
middle
ends.
tower is under
So, we'll go to the match details here. Really, I knew this was going to be like a kind of underwhelming Techies performance. After just like, I mean, just like from a commentary perspective. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know this is the first Techies we've seen in a while. So I thought I'd make a video, especially because EG was running it again. And, you know, EGTF5 Techies, you know. So thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the full pro game commentary over EG Fears Techies.